But when I thought that even Jera could do no more and that I had seen it all from Jera, somehow, some way, he digs deep and he goes there and he does it again. He one-ups himself. He takes his game to a new level because something really different happened on 105.3, The Fan in Dallas yesterday. Because I got to say, for once, Jera was speaking and I was not laughing. In fact, I was legitimately concerned, really concerned. I'll say it, I was afraid. I was scared. I thought that we might actually be on the verge of losing our most prized possession, a national treasure. I thought for a second my guy was going to croak live on the air.
We've got help on the way here. Well, Washington's got a good chance to be joining us here real soon. Excuse me.
You all right?
Yep. Get me some oxygen. Better still, how about a big shot of Jack? We'll be ready to go this morning.
That's not a bad call.
Yikes. Seriously, dude, you good? You good? I mean, seriously. We've had some fun at your expense over the years. And I don't even think you care because this is your deal, getting people to look at you and talk about you. However, we don't want to do it with you lying in a pine box, my guy. Truly, I mean it. You good? I mean, Jera, my man, you gave us a real scare. Even with the one-liners at the very end, I was still concerned. I am still concerned because you sound like you just coughed up 20% of yourself.
20% of me has been left on Bourbon Street.
Hey, don't get me wrong. I've heard plenty of people choke and gag on my airwaves. No names mentioned. Bodie.
Well,
I've even been known to choke up a little bit when I can't make it through the end of the program without hitting a bag of almonds, which is why I try not to do it. But nothing like Jera. Like, I never thought, for instance, that Bodie would croak before the end of that call. I never thought that I would not make it through the end of a segment if I did almond up or get my almond on. And he somehow got out.
Rogan low. Come strong.
That's the... My ass is in a war right now with that almond.
In a war.
I keep telling myself, man, just wait until the end of the show. I almost choked on my almond, dog. Anyway, I never feared for anybody's life. There was a moment there where I'm like, oh, no. Look, none of us have a say in how we go. I would say that for every athlete. How many times have you heard me say to an athlete, you know what? Very rare is the athlete who gets to go out the way he or she wants. Same with humans. Same with the rest of us. We don't have a call. We don't have a say in how we go, right? But I don't think you want to go like that. I don't think you want to choke out on air. That did not sound good. Like that tight schedule thing is fun and all.
My schedule.
Until you hear him sound like that. My man, take care of yourself. Take care of yourself because you have, one, a tight schedule, but two, your Cowboys are balling. They're winning. They may actually be legitimate contenders. There may actually be more glory days ahead. But what good is it if you're not there to experience it, my guy? Hang in there. Eyes on the prize, Jera. Stay on schedule. Focus. Focus on the glory hole. Glory days.
Glory hole days.
Finish this, Pops. Jera, your best ability is availability. We cannot have you croaking out or choking out or stroking out. Even if you are in the red zone of your life. What if he were to kick the bucket in the middle of the season? Then what? Does the NFL just turn Cowboy Stadium into the biggest and grandest funeral home for one Sunday. On the ceiling. So even the man above himself can look down into the ceremony. And then do Jarvis Jones prop the guy up in the owner's suite like Weekend at Bernie's. You know, some nice sunglasses. When the camera points inside of the suite, does Steven grab Jer's coat sleeve and just wave it back and forth, hide all the Cowboy fans? I don't know, man. I just had dark thoughts. I was scared. I really was.
Excuse me. Better still, how about a big shot of Jack? We'll be
My man, way to bounce back. Way to bounce back. He knows. He knows. He knows he's got a schedule. Give me some Jack. I'm
My
good.
schedule.
Get me some oxygen.
Get me some oxygen and Jack. Man, that's a wild ride. I'm glad you're good. You are good, right, Jera? This says, that damn lung butter almost became my kryptonite.
It was like kryptonite.
Signed, Jera. Well done. Lung butter.
Excuse me.
Lung butter is a phrase. Dan in Seatown gets credit.
Get me some oxygen.
That damn lung butter. Get me some oxygen. What, like, do you want them to run in with a tank? Are the masks not coming out of the ceiling? Get me some oxygen. We don't have any, sir. Get me a brown paper bag, damn it. Get me some oxygen. Where are the paddles? Screw it.
Oxygen.
Get me some Jack.
Better still, how about a big shot of Jack?
Jim Benton is in. Benton is the oldest of the old school. Again, for the uninitiated, y'all know Stucknut. Stucknut has archived and chronicled literally every word that's come out of my mouth for like 25 years. Before Stucknut, there was Benton. That's how far back Benton goes. At Benton Webb writes, make sure Alvy adds Jera's cough to the Reggie in OC throat clear mix. Remember, last year's Christmas song was not Deck the Halls, but Choke the Halls. Calls, I should say. Go to the OC. Reggie.
Romy. First off,
Alvy, hold up one
I love
second.
the show and everything.
1 second. I love it. I love it. I love it. 1 second. I just want to point out that it is November 30th. Officially, it's the start of Christmas season. Go ahead, Alvin. Go to the OC. Reggie.
Romy. First off, I love the show and everything. But pretty well noted now. Faces of Meth and Lord of the Rings. Getting that
Get me
straw
some oxygen.
pre-sun. Romy. That's kind of what I
Better
do.
still, how about a big shot of Jack?
The guy that stopped growing in the 5th grade.
Excuse me.
Hey, I've
You
been
all right?
following your wife or your girlfriend. Rome, honestly.
Reggie, honestly. So what we have here is an OG and the GOAT. Benton is an OG. What a great idea. What a great call. Alvin is the GOAT. Alvin is the greatest of all time. That was so well done, Alvy. And that is the official start of the holiday season. You can say Black Friday, whatever you want to say, whatever you want to call. Halloween might be to some the start of the holiday season. Thanksgiving. No, that right there is the official start to the holiday season. And finally, Ted in Albany tweets, if Jerry croaks, thanks to my trainer, I am prepared to take over as content GOAT. Signed, Jameis.
I just think we were prepared. You know, one thing my trainer, he told me, he said, what did he say? He just told us to be prepared.
he'd be on the short list. But that is impossible. You never want to be the guy to follow the guy. Who's going to be the guy to follow Jera as the GOAT of content? And believe me, it's my job to try to find that. And I think about that. You know how ADs walk around, athletic directors, with a list of 3 to 5 coaches that they always would try to target in the event that their coach got fired or left? They all have a list. Every AD who matters has a list. Trust me, I don't want to get into this right now because Jarrett is still with us and it's morbid, but I do have a list of who the next king of content will be if and when Jarrett Croaks passes on.
What do you mean?
I don't want to release the list because Jarrett is still with us. And I dread the day. I rue the day. I fear the day that we no longer have him with us. But Jameis may or may not be on that list. See, you know what that is? That's actually a kinder, gentler death pool. That's the 2022 version of the jungle death pool. Back in the day, I would have told you that we have a death pool. Who do you got? Which of these guys is going to die first? But we don't do stuff like that anymore. I will. You know, Albie, I got caught up in your song. That's the only reason why I went so long.